everyone in Washington has a dog. Pretty seriously, literally almost everyone. And so when you knock on doors, because every day we knock on doors from 5 to 7, and we can do more if we want to. But when you knock on doors, a dog always barks at you, and you sometimes fear for your life because you don't know what kind of dog's going to be behind the door. But I never got attacked by a dog, so it's safe, don't worry. But there's a lot of different cultures in Washington. I ran into Koreans and people from Ukraine and people from Hawaii and Samoa, and it's like a melting pot full of people. And so it's really cool. You get to be around a lot of different cultures and a lot of different food too. Everyone thought that I was going to eat a lot of fish on my mission, and I didn't because it's so close to the ocean. But I ate a lot of different foods, a lot of different things. I served in the Capitol in Olympia, and Olympia is a very interesting place. There's a school called Evergreen in Olympia, and some very different people go there. They have very different desires, and I don't know how to explain it. They have there's a lot of, I guess you call them hippies. In downtown Olympia, it is always full. There's a bunch of people, and there's just streets and streets and streets of shops and restaurants, and so it's really cool. And if you ever go down there, and you can just talk to anyone, there's a lot of homeless people. And there was this one guy, his name's Wild Bill, and he just plays the music all over the town, and he just loves it. And he'll talk to you about the church, but he's not very interested. But he sings and he plays his guitar and all the time, and sometimes he takes his drumsticks and plays the town. And so there's a lot of people who are like that. There's a lot of different people. I didn't expect, being from Utah, I didn't expect the difference, the different cultures and the different ideas of people that there were. There's a lot of Catholics, but there's also a lot of other religions as well. And there's a lot of members in Washington. The wards are pretty much like Utah wards, in my opinion. I went to really good wards. There's also some branches, though. I served in Steilacoom, and part of Steilacoom there's an island called Anderson Island, and they have a branch over there with about probably 20 to 30 members on the island. And it's just in this teeny tiny little house that they have church, and they're very humble. And so there's a lot of different, it's very different, the different places that you go, because there's city and there's small town and there's suburbs and there's way country and boonies. It just depends on where you go. But one thing is the weather. I love the weather in Washington. It's probably my favorite. It rains a lot, but in the summer it's pretty sunny.